Sea Eagles doing the Eagle Rock. The gains and the losses, I'll run through them. We've got mighty Luke Brooks from the West Tigers, who we will talk about him a bit more in detail because I actually think this is a sneaky signing by Manly. Bailey Hodgson from the Knights, so another one you've lost there, Jez. So you can tell us a bit about Bailey Hodgson as well, please. Atasi James from the Tigers, Jackson Paulo from the Roosters, Tommy Talau with the Jess Surgis effect from the West Tigers, so he'll be in for a massive season. Corey Waddell from the Bulldogs and Braden Wakeham from the Tigers. The losses, Latu Fainu and Samuela Fainu, both to the Tigers. Morgan Harper, probably one of the best signings Parramatta's ever made. Sean Kepi, the Rabbits. Kalma Tuolangi to the Eels and KO Weeks to the Raiders. Re-signing list again, YouTube watchers, Facebook, all the like. You'll be able to see that there is quite a few. Josh Schuster is a key one, 2027. Obviously, that was, I think, at the time to play 5'8", and now he's going to be changing to the back row. So I reckon that's keep an eye on that. So his manager will be taking. I think there'll be some whispers coming out shortly about him. Cooler 2027. Obviously, we've seen the best of him last year when he got to play fullback the last few games. Really keen to see what they do with him and Trebojevic if they let it mix up or something. So, but that's about it. Jake Arthur 2025, massive re-signing for him. The off-contract list, there's no real anything that really stands out there. Gordon Chan Kum Tong, is an up-and-coming hooker, one to keep an eye on, quite a good young talent. But apart from that, I'll just go straight away and give my rating. I'm going to give their recruitment a 6 out of 10. I think there is some sneaky ones there, but there's also some meh. They have cleaned up a lot of Deadwood, which I'll give them a 7 because they have cleaned up some Deadwood players there that I like when clubs just go, yeah, it's time to push on there.
They got the deal of the year getting rid of Morgan Harbour, didn't they? Absolutely brilliant.
Oh,
Morgan Harbour.
Haven't they what? Haven't they what?
Pick up the Eels.
Just quickly on some of the games.
Off contract, if you've got Ben Trebojevic, you've got to keep the brothers together.
Yeah, sorry, you've got to keep the brothers together. Or do you?
He might come out and say what May said, that the club will take all of them is where they all go. So you never know. I think we're going to see the best year out of Luke Brooks. He's going to get away from that shit show that is the West Tigers. They are a shit show. And I think it's going to be the first year he's going to be able to play football with no pressure on him. Given the fact he's next to still one of the best halfbacks in the game, one of the best kicking games, probably the best, second best kicking game. It's hard to actually decide between him and Cleary in Daly Cherry Evans. I think Luke Brooks playing 5'8" is actually going to be able to excel. So it'd be good to see him have a good year. I think everyone would like to see him have a good year. On Bailey Hodgson, it's actually your favourite player, Josh Hodgson's nephew. The Knights bought him over from the Super League. So
yeah,
one that
fullback.
He's a hooker, isn't he?
Fullback.
Hooker. I just assumed he was a hooker because he was his nephew, but I know he had an absolute. He made his debut at 18, or he's a fullback. Yeah, he's a fullback. I'm getting confused.
Adam. Super League expert.
Super League expert. He made his debut at 18, signed a 3-year deal for the Knights, and had a lot of injuries and got stuck in New South Wales.
That was nice and crisp.
Yeah, trying to come across and trying to restart his career. I've obviously come across some pretty decent contract after debut so young. The rest of their signings, fringe first graders, besides Tommy Talau. So it'll be interesting what they do. But as for their losses, they've got some pretty big losses, pretty experienced losses there as well, but nothing major. Those for new brothers who we spoke about, Tigers, who you didn't know much about. Well, you did, Joel. You knew something about him. Harper, after pretty much getting his career ruined by the bloke from Talakai from the Sharks last year, and obviously bounced off Parramatta to hopefully play reserve grade. And Weeks was obviously one of the big up-and-coming players who's going to play 5'8" at the Raiders, which is surprising. So I'm going to give him 4.5 out of 10.
Oof. Mick, what do you got?
I got nothing. It would be good to see Brooks have a good season, but I guess with no responsibility, he can just run the ball as a running six. So I mean, he's pretty quick. He probably do all right there, but I don't know. It's so up in the air, that signing. I'm going to go, I don't know, 6. Let's go 6. I don't like rating people out of 10. It's too wide. Give me something out of 5.
Don't worry, we're rating players. We're rating players' looks coming up, so you'll be rating them out of 10.
10's
Jez,
just
what
a
do you
bit
got?
too long, is it,
He'll
Michael?
have no issues with that.
Yeah.
You spoke over my Willie joke.
You can say it again. No one heard it.
I'm
You
not
spoke
repeating
over
it.
Tommy Talau's a good buy. Tommy Talau's a really good buy, I reckon.
Yeah.
I've gone the
agree.
same. Mick, I've gone to 6 as well. I think the Luke Brooks signing, where they're just the rugby league fans in general are just excited to see him get out of the Tigers. He's the last one off the bus, as we spoke about last week. So I think Luke Brooks is going to play with some freedom, and we might see just that talent every single week that has been spoken about for the last however many years it was since he was labelled the next Andrew Johns, and his career kind of went down from there. That's a lot of pressure. I think the re-signings are pretty good. I still have my concerns over Schuster, just more about his attitude. I've spoken a lot about attitude and getting under people's skin tonight, but it's just something that really rubs me. He wasn't playing in the right position. Get him in that back line or in the forward line and let him run the ball. Get him out of the halves, that's for sure. But I think there's a little concern.
Get him off the banana bread.
No, give him more banana bread. That was my recommendation.
He needs to get fitter. He wasn't fit enough last year. He needs to get fitter.
Just don't add all the sugar. Just take the sugar out.
Okay. He needs to get on the homemade banana bread, not the store-bought banana bread.
You got him at second row or lock?
Second row.
Second row.
Yeah.
You're not taking Jake away from lock, I don't think.
Yeah, I saw. They got what's the name? Don't they?
Jake Trbojevic.
Jake. Yeah.
So it's all around Turbo, isn't it, for the Seagulls? And does he stay on the park? Like this, we could potentially see the last injury of Tom and the end of his career this season. There's no way he's going to come back from another big injury. So I think everybody's collective fingers and toes are crossed for him in this season, staying on the park.
We said
27.
We said the same last year about Kalen Ponga, though. We said he's one more head knock away from retirement, or
And look what happened.
Retirement, and he went on to win a Dally Emmy. He didn't just go for Sean Johnson, but still had a good year after that. So, Turbo could do the same thing, come back and have a wonderful year because he's due for one.
Well, he won it in 2021, so why not in 24? And he only played 18 games that year. I want him on the park for the Sea Eagles, and I want them wearing their away jersey because it has a collar.
I think you guys are basically set out for and against reasons in this talking about the signings, really. So
straight out concerns. Tom
Therefore,
Trbojevic shoulder, Tom Trbojevic hamstring, Tom Trbojevic knee. What else is wrong with him? That's the concerns list.
It is. It's.
I think their forward pack, it's a bit small in comparison.
Well, their centers as well. I've got their centers as massive.
What have we got our rating? What have we got our finishing position?
Where have I got space?
I'll go.
A rating with and without a fit Turbo.
Yeah.
I'm going, even if they have him, 9 to 12.
I've got him 13 to 17. But probably 13.
I'll go 9 to 12. That group of teams that are just like 1 point out of the 8. So I said Dolphins were 9 to 12 at the bottom end of that. I'll put Manly at the top end of that 9 to 12. They'll be 9 or 10.
I've got them in the 8. I've got them 5 to 8. Yeah, because I reckon they're going to have a good run with injuries. And I think Brooks and DCE are going to complement each other really nicely. And I think they're going to scrape in.
Ooh, I like it. I like it.
Whose spot are they going to take in the 8?
Yeah, that's my thing. Whose spot are they taking?
Parramatta.
Parramatta going in
They
the
went in
8.
though.
There you go.
Parramatta.
Oh, Raiders. Knights.
Raiders. I don't know. I can't remember where I put the others. Oh, no. I had the Raiders in 13 to 17. So, yeah, they're taking the Raiders spot.
There you go. See, I've got your back, Jez. Don't worry. And the Martin
I wrote
brothers
this
want
stuff
to.
down for a reason.